Hey guys, it's Cdrama Invasion here, and today we're talking about such a serious topic that I've been wanting to talk about for a while now, but especially these days after what happened with XIAO ZHAN and Gong Jun, as well as XIAO ZHAN. These type of crazy behavior needs to stop, and it just really sucks that this is the price to pay with popularity. And it's just disgusting, but let's just start with XIAO ZHAN's case and then we'll move on to Gong Jun later. If you haven't checked out my previous Chinese drama news or scandal breakdowns, then I'll leave playlists to all of my videos down in the description box, and then you can catch up on the latest news. Make sure to subscribe, and let's just jump on into the video. So very recently, XIAO ZHAN had to call out his stalkers in a new Weibo post. He said, "Don't follow filming cars or flights." He asked people to stop chasing his car. It's very dangerous, knocking on his door in the middle of the night and trying to get in. He said that he was posting this while people are banging on his door and crowding around his hotel room. So to break things down, let's start with everything that happened and I'll give you guys the details. It's absolutely crazy. In a part of his lengthy statement by his team, he said, "Someone deliberately entered the wrong password many times yesterday, causing the entire hotel floor to be locked down. We were unable to return to our rooms to rest." This behavior is super unnecessary. There was even videos online of him trying to get into his room and he couldn't because there was just so many fans around his room. They kept on punching in the wrong password. So what happened was, if you put in the wrong password, let's say to your phone or whatever, like a couple of times it would lock you out, right? So the same thing with the door room. They kept on punching in the wrong password. And the reason why was because they wanted him to stay outside and interact with them more, which is just ridiculous. And I feel so bad for him, and props to him for really keeping his cool despite this entire situation being so frustrating and annoying. He wasn't rude to any of them. He didn't even speak to any of them. He just tried to get in his hotel room and just minded his own business, but eventually he did have to call people to help. But I think in this situation, it wouldn't been helpful if he would yell at them back or anything. That would just add fuel to the fire, and there was just cameras everywhere. It was just crazy, and it was pretty late at night too, so he didn't want to disturb people. Unfortunately, he kind of woke up the entire hotel floor, and the staff didn't buy out the entire hotel floor. It was just him, and some of the staff members had their rooms on the floor, but the others were just normal people. So it's very annoying and terrible for the other people as well. And for those who are wondering why security came in so late, I was also wondering this as well. Since it doesn't really get this bad, usually you don't hear about this a lot, even though they do stalk or do those terrible things like chase after you with their cars at high speeds. It's really dangerous. But usually there's security or something. But in this case, my theory, and some people on the internet thinks that someone probably leaked his information of what floor he's staying at or something. Maybe they were a guest or they worked there or something, since the fans were there before he was. And in his post, he ended off saying, "Please return to your own lives and be your best self. If you want to meet him, then meet him at public events, not like this." And unfortunately, what I think makes matters even worse is that the other people, the general public who didn't know what was going on, is just really angry at him, blaming his fandom, blaming XIAO ZHAN mostly because they weren't able to get any rest as well. I hope that there were some type of consequences, but based off of the news online, I don't think they charged anyone legally, which is a shame because they definitely broke some type of privacy law in my opinion. But let me know your thoughts on this situation down in the comments, and we'll move on to Gong Jun. So as I've mentioned before, with popularity, it comes a price. where a fraction of the fandom, some of them are really crazy or they're just disrespectful to the artist because they have access to them or access to the news that they might be staying at a certain place or where they're going next. So this Gong Jun incident, I addressed part of it in episode 30 in Cdrama news playlist, so you can check that out after if you want to know like his initial reaction and the first time he spoke up about these incidents. So this time Gong Jun was spotted holding up his camera with a very stern look on his face to document his stalker fan after he discovers he's been followed to his hotel. Hopefully this means that he will contact authorities or begin a lawsuit with them, because I really think these people need to experience some type of legal consequences so they will stop pestering idols. I will link the video clip in the description box if you want to see his reaction in this moment or the clip itself. Anyways, it's so messed up how many times this happened recently and how there's literally zero consequences and people keep on doing crazy things. They keep on stalking these idols. They keep on pursuing them outside of their homes, their private lives. I think before this, a major case that happened was Dilraba. She had a stalker fan who is known to stalk her for so long, and he's a little bit delusional. And one day he just climbed on set while she was filming, I think it was a variety show or something, and he got down on his knees and proposed to her. But she acted like he wasn't there and just continued on. She was super professional and super calm. And apparently after that news broke out, it was confirmed by her company and people around her that this man was often trying to stalk her on sets, and he would walk around and say all these things to her. And it's just crazy when you think about all the things they have to deal with. And lastly, XIAO ZHAN is also experiencing a lot of troubles with his fans, even though he's keeping it lighthearted when he addresses it. I think his mentality is the more you speak to it, the more you give these people power, which is such like a double-edged sword at the same time, because it's so hard to deal with all of this, but at the same time you don't want to encourage them as well because they might want attention from it. But he recently issued a statement with his lawyer saying that he's in a relationship with her. He keeps on chatting to her and trying to pursue her, but this isn't the case. And he says that he doesn't even know this woman. She's just going around saying all these crazy things for attention. And even though he didn't explicitly call out people who were stalking him in front of his hotel, but there are videos out there that you can search up where he's just being mobbed by the crowd. Basically, they're just swamping him, or they're blocking the entrance to him to get to his car from his hotel or to enter back into the hotel. It's the worst, I think, in front of hotels and airports whenever he's trying to get into his van or his car to leave. But that is it for today's video. I just wanted to compile like a lot of these very serious moments, and let me know your thoughts down in the description box below. It's a shame that a lot of these people just get off very free and there's no consequences whatsoever while the idols and celebrities are suffering. Especially XIAO ZHAN's case, that is just wild, and I feel so bad for him. Anyways, if you like these type of videos, make sure to like this video. It really helps me out. Comment your thoughts down below, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell so you don't miss out on future uploads. And I'll see you next time. Bye.